Social media, pop culture, navigating adulthood. If any of these words sound like a good time to you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Zillennial Girl Talk podcast. I'm your host Amanda, joined by my other host Siriana, and we're here to talk all about social media gossip, pop culture talk, how the heck to navigate adulthood, and much more. If this interests you, keep on listening. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to the Zillennial Girl Talk. So as you can see today, it is just me, myself, and I, because Siriana is getting her wisdom teeth out, and obviously when you get your wisdom teeth out, you can't really talk, so it's just gonna be me. So sit back, relax, and if you want to listen. If you don't like me, what am I even saying? If you don't like me, it's okay, you don't have to listen. Anyways, I got my coffee here and we're about to dive into the episode. So I came up with some topics that I want to talk about. It might not be as conversational as usual, obviously, because it's just going to be me, myself, and I talking. So there's not much I can conversate with, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna give a little life update. It is it's January 25th when I'm recording this. So there's like a few days left of January, and then we're going to be bumping into February, which is actually wild to me. Like, I can't believe how fast life passes by now. Like, I feel like my life is just flashing before my eyes, especially because we can't really be doing anything. It's a whole other thing. And it just stresses me out a lot to think about that I'm going through my life, and it's just not what I was expecting. But anyways, yeah, it's just wild to me that like February's around the corner, and then I have like 2.5 months left of school, and then I'm done school forever, and it's really stressing me out just a little tad. So yeah, that's where I'm at in life, working on my YouTube, working on my other podcast, which is called Behind the Girl Boss. I'm working on my freelance clients. Like, I'm just keeping myself very busy. Maybe that's why life passes by so fast, because I have so many things going on. I'm excited to just kind of dive like into like a more chill conversation. So me and Siriana usually talk about the Euphoria episode that just went live. But she's obviously not here, so I'm just going to give my own takes. So, Euphoria episode 3. The Gia and Rue scene literally had my heart shaking. Like, my heart was like, wow, this is so emotional, and it's hitting, and the acting was like absolutely superb. Like, it was so good, the acting. And I was just like mind blown. Like, it was so good, and like you can feel the emotion. Like, you felt every single emotion through that screen. You felt it. So props to them. There was also a lot of like old man ass that I literally could have went my entire life without seeing. Like, it didn't need to be there. Like, I didn't need to be seeing people's little booties. Like, sometimes I'm like, was that necessary? Like, was it necessary to show all that? Like, was it really? So there's that. And then there's the scene where Cal Jacobs is being questioned or like talked to by like Fez and Ashtray. And that little kid like stole the moment. He was showing up, he was showing out. He kept smacking him with I think it was a gun, if I remember correctly. And I was like, you go, boy. Like, I felt so bad though, because like of the whole story, like of Cal and like his gay awakening, I guess. It like was obviously very sad, but I couldn't stop laughing when he kept hitting him. And then after he like willingly said that he has like a tape of him and Jules having sex, I was like, this man's just airing out everything, like just airing it all out, like not thinking twice, just like doing it all. But yeah, that scene was something. And then obviously Rue is digging herself a hole, and she's just going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's not okay. It's going to blow up in her face, and I'm so scared for that to happen. I'm so scared for it to happen. But like the whole like taking the drugs from the woman, and that she's supposed to sell, but she's like taking the drugs in her room. Her walking around with that suitcase, like when she walked in the house with the suitcase, I thought the mom was gonna be like, what is in there? Like, let me look. But she didn't. So that was something. And then I also think there's going to be something going down with Rue, Elliot, and Jules. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like a threesome situation. I don't know if it's going to be like Jules and Elliot like hooking up, and then Rue is just there. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I suspect something happening there. And I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think it's going to be very messy. Then there's the bathroom scene with Cassie, Maddie, Kat, Lexi, and Rue. That shit was powerful. That shit was like literally Cassie deserves an Emmy award for that. Like that hit. But it was like so good. And I really thought she was actually like saying all that shit, but she didn't. But I really thought she did. And then everyone like concerned for like Rue when like Rue said that she was taking drugs again, even though it was like a fake scene and it wasn't a real situation. But everyone looking concerned for her literally had my heart like and then the ending. So when Maddie lets Nate in and all that shit, I'm just like, Maddie and Cassie are like hooked on Nate. For why? For what reason? Like, for why? Like, yeah, he's average good looking, but his personality is where it lacks. And that's where I'm just like, he ain't worth your shit. He ain't worth both your shits. He ain't worth that. He ain't worth whatever is about to happen. He ain't worth it. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the last episode that was just aired. So episode 3, if you want to talk about your thoughts on it, feel free to. My DMs are always open. You can DM me on It's Amanda One or on the Zillennial Girl Talk. And we could talk about Euphoria episode 3 because that shit was wild and I was shook. And I'm very excited for the next episode. And I hate like waiting. I hate cliffhangers. Like I forgot how much I hate cliffhangers. I hate it. I hate it so much. Moving on, we got some Bachelor Nation drama. I saved a thing so I can go back to it. But we got Maurissa and Riley who broke up, which literally had my heart like hurting. Like I really liked them together. And it made me sad. Let me find it. How do I find what I saved? So Bachelor in Paradise's Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian split after her historic engagement. And then it says, it's over for Bachelor in Paradise couple Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian. Gunn 25 and Christian 32 have called it quits and ended their engagement, People confirms. The pair split a couple of weeks ago. We have decided to go our separate ways. Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves, Gunn and Christian say in a statement to People. We've appreciated everyone's love and support so far throughout our journey, and we just ask that you please respect our privacy as we navigate through this, Gunn and Christian add. Gunn and Christian met as contestants on Bachelor in Paradise 7th season. At the end of the summer, they got engaged alongside fellow contenders Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, as well as Kenny Brash and Mary Pepin. Now, I am obsessed with Joe and Serena. Like, they are my mom and dad, even though Serena is literally my age. But it just makes me so sad that they broke up. Like, and they don't, like, we don't even know why. And obviously, like, they don't have to tell us because relationships are private, even though they were on a TV show. Like, if they just don't want to say why they broke up, like, that's totally fine. But I was invested in them. I was like, they are so cute. Like, the whole time I was watching the show, I was like, wow, like, I am rooting for these people. I am gunning for them. Like, I hope they fall in love. And they did. And then it ended like this. So I hate it. I hate getting invested in like the relationships on the show and then they end up like failing. Like, it makes me so, so sad. But anyways, that's that. But yeah, so that's that. I just wanted to bring that up because it literally made me very, very, very sad and emotional. So now we're going to move on to the power of angel numbers. So if you know me, you know I am a angel numbers gal. And I was talking on a podcast earlier about angel numbers and all those things. And I kind of wanted to talk about the importance of angel numbers. So, angel numbers are a gentle and loving invitation to build trust in your own spiritual connection. While repeating sequences of the same digits are most obvious and thus more likely to catch a person's attention, some people may see a birth date, a lucky number, other meaningful digits again and again and again. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, my phone case literally has 222 on it because I see the numbers 222, 444, and 42 all the time. I used to see 1111 more, but now those are like the 3 consecutive, like 222, 444, and then 42 that I see like a lot more often right now. And they all have like meanings to it. So let's dive into what they mean. So 222 angel number meaning. The number 222 can be seen as a reminder that you're on the right path and doing the right things in life. This number is also a sign of positivity, good luck, and joy. It's also like the number is trying to show you that you should try to always focus on the positive side of life and be joyful when you can. So that's like cute. I always love like seeing that and like having that a little reminder. Then we got 444. The angel number 444 is a sign from the angels. The spiritual meaning is that the angels are blessing you with their love and protection. 444 is a number that can be found everywhere in life. It's never just a coincidence. 444 is considered to is considered by some to be the most powerful of all angel numbers. And I see that one all the time. Like, I really want a 444 tattoo, but like I'm going to calm down. But that was one I see all the time. And then we have our last one, 42, angel number meaning. So angel number 42 brings a message from your angels indicating that you are to maintain faith and trust and know that your prayers have been heard and will be answered soon. And like the number 42, I tried to explain this to my friends, but the number 42 is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything by Douglas Adams in his 1979 novel, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, that's that. I just want to talk about that a bit because angel numbers are so cool and I can like literally talk about it and like watch videos about it all the time and like never get tired of it. So, and then the last thing I want to talk about is some books that I've read recently. I've been getting back into reading, like we spoke about on one of the episodes. I don't remember which one. But let me give you some rundowns of some books I read. So I have a Goodreads. If you don't know what that is, it's like an app where you can like track what you read, give it ratings and stuff, and like see what your friends read. So let's go through my books that I read this year so far. So I read 5 books so far. The first one I read is called Tahira in Bloom, and it is by Farah Heron. I hope that's how you say her name. I'll give you like the summary of the books. So if you like are a bookie or book lover or whatever, you might want to read it. So the Tahira in Bloom. Life is full of surprises in a winning novel about a girl dreaming big during one unexpected small town summer. When 17-year-old aspiring designer Tahira Jan Mohammed's coveted fashion internship falls through, her parents have a plan B. Tahira will work in her aunt's boutique in the small town of Bakewell, the flower capital of Ontario. It's only for the summer and to get the experience she needs for her college application. Plus, her best friend is coming along. It won't be that bad. But she just can't deal with Rowan Johnston, the rude, totally obsessive garden nerd next door with frayed cutoffs and terrible shoes, not to mention his sharp jawline, smoldering eyes, and soft lips. So irritating. Rowan is also just a plant boy Tahira needs to help win the Bakeville Flower Arranging Contest, an event that carries clout in New York City of all places, and with designers of all people. Connections that she needs. No one is more surprised than Tahira to learn that floral design is almost as great as fashion design. And Rowan, turns out he's more than ironic shirts and soil under the fingernails. Tahira is about to find out what she's really made of and made for. Because here in the middle of nowhere, Tahira is just beginning to bloom. So I gave that book a 4 out of 5. It was cute. I'm not going to give my like actual thoughts just because I don't want to like ruin it for anyone. But the next book I read was Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. So Morgan Grant and her 16-year-old daughter, Clara, would like nothing more than to be nothing alike. Morgan is determined to prevent her daughter from making the same mistakes she did by getting pregnant and married way too young. Morgan put her own dreams on hold. Clara doesn't want to follow in her mother's footsteps. Her predictable mother doesn't have a spontaneous bone in her body. With warring personalities and conflicting goals, Morgan and Clara find it increasingly difficult to coexist. The only person who can bring peace to the household is Chris, Morgan's husband, Clara's father, and the family anchor. But that peace is shattered when Chris is involved in a tragic and questionable accident. The heartbreaking and long-lasting consequences will reach far beyond just Morgan and Clara. While struggling to rebuild everything that crashed around them, Morgan finds comfort in the last person she expects to, and Clara turns to the boy she's been forbidden to see. With each passing day, new secrets, resentment, and misunderstandings make mother and daughter fall further apart. So far apart, it might be impossible for them to ever fall back together. This one, I rated it a 5 out of 5. And then we have my favorite book of the year so far, Verity by Colleen Hoover again. Lowen Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Lowen arrives at the Crawford home, ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. What Lowen doesn't expect to uncover in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of what really happened to the day her daughter died. Lowen decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents would devastate the already grieving father. But as Lowen's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue to love her. That one, obviously, I rated a 5 out of 5. Then we have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. A beautiful and distinguished family, a private island, a brilliant damaged girl, a passionate political boy, a group of 4 friends, the Liars, whose friendship turns destructive, a revolution, an accident, a secret, lies upon lies, true love, the truth. We Were Liars is a modern, sophisticated suspense novel from New York Times bestselling author, National Book Award finalist, and Prince Award honoree E. Lockhart. Read it, and if anyone asks you how it ends, just lie. I give that a 2 out of 5. It was boring. That's all I'm gonna say. It was boring. Do with that what you will. If you want to read it, but it was boring. And the last one I just finished reading yesterday is called Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. We got a little thing going on. Colleen is a great author. But when Tate Collins meets airline pilot Miles Archer, she knows it isn't love at first sight. They wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is an undeniable mutual attraction. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they have the perfect setup. He doesn't want love, and she doesn't want he doesn't want love, and she doesn't have time for love. So that leaves just the sex. Their arrangement can be surprisingly seamless as long as Tate can stick to the only 2 rules Miles has for her. Never ask about the past. Don't expect a future. They think they can handle it, but realize almost immediately they can't handle it at all. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly. That one I rated a 4 out of 5. And now I am currently reading Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm only like 20 pages in, but the little biography is 4 famous siblings throw an epic party to celebrate the end of the summer, but over the course of 24 hours, their lives will change forever. And the summary is really long, and I don't want to read it too much because I like to read books when I don't really know what's happening. So that's like the first, that's what's happening right now. But yeah, I've been getting into books and reading again. So that's exciting. So if you have any book recommendations, please, please, please DM us on the Zillennial Girl Talk or on my personal, it's Amanda Wan, and let me know some books that I should read. But with that being said, that is the little solo episode I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's not as conversational and as fun when we're both here, but do with it what you will. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys next time. I believe we'll be recording together next week, so that'll be exciting. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to it on. Leave us a review, leave us a comment on YouTube if you're watching it there, and we will talk to you guys next time.